And we are live. Ani Bujo Kinawea. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Butterfly Spirit Drumming tonight. My name is Jen, and Josie is here as well. And I'll let Josie introduce herself in a minute or two. I just wanted to welcome everyone to a night to sing together and drum together and enjoy some tea together from the comfort of our own homes in these chilly times. And like most gatherings, we want to start with gratitude. So I thought I would read my favorite Haudenosaunee Thanksgiving address from the Braiding Sweetgrass Young Persons Edition. And it has a beautiful illustration of, you probably can't see it, of that Thanksgiving address. So as before we start with the song, let's start with some thanks. Let's bring our minds together as one as we send greetings and thanks to each other. As people in these gathered faces, we see that the cycles of life continues. Let us bring our minds together as one as we send greetings and thanks to our Mother the Earth, for she gives us everything that we need for life. Let us bring our minds together as one as we send greetings and thanks to the waters of the world that nurture life for all beings and all the fish life in the water. Let us bring our minds together as one as we send greetings and thanks to the vast fields of plant life, berries, trees, and the medicine herbs of the world, and the edible plants. Let us bring our minds together as one as we send greetings and thanks to the beautiful animal life of the world and all the birds who move and fly above over our heads. Let us bring our minds together as one as we send greetings and thanks to the powers we know as the four winds, who purify the air we breathe and help bring on the changing of the seasons. Let us bring our minds together as one as we send greetings and thanks to the grandfather thunder beings who live in the west with their lightning and thunder voices. Let us bring our minds together as one as we send greetings and thanks to our eldest brother the sun, our oldest grandmother the moon, and the stars who spread across the sky like jewelry. Let us bring our minds together as one as we send greetings and thanks to the enlightened teachers who have come to help us throughout our ages. And now we turn our thoughts to Creator, or Great Spirit, and send greetings and thanks for all the gifts of creation. And now our minds are one. And tonight we said that we wanted to sing to Grandmother Moon because she is growing, and there will be a full moon on Monday and Tuesday, I believe, here in the Western Hemisphere, I guess. I thought we could start tonight with the Grandmother Moon song, Nisa song, which comes from the Seneca Nation. And I know that Andrea is behind the scenes and she's going to get words typed in the chat. But the words to this one are very easy. They are Nisa, 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 Gaiaway ho, Gaiaway ho. And those words mean, Nisa means grandmother moon or winter moon. And Gaiaway ho means the creator who is the creation. And just before I sing, I thought I would just make sure I introduce myself, that my name is Jen, or Nimkikwe is my spirit name. My family is Scottish, French, and Anishinaabe from Matagami First Nation in Treaty 9 territory. And I'm honored to gather with you all tonight and to share these songs. This song comes from the Seneca Nation, and in our tradition, we often will sing a song 4 times to honor those 4 directions. And also welcome to everyone who's jumped on and joined us tonight. If you don't have a drum, you can just enjoy our music. You can keep the beat on your lap. You can add any instrument you want as we gather together our hearts and our minds and our voices as one. So I thought I'd start with the Grandmother Moon song. And this song is kind of like a lullaby. You know, Grandmother Moon takes care of us, but she also needs some taking care of herself. And we need to share that love with her. So I often think of this more like a lullaby. And here we go. Nisa, 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 Gaiaway ho, Gaiaway ho, Nisa, Nisa. Nisa, Nisa, Nisa. Nisa, Nisa, Nisa. Nisa, Nisa, Nisa. Guy away ho, guy away ho. What?
Thanks, Jen. I'm going to try it too.
No, sing it.
Nisa, Nisa, gare ho. Nisa, Nisa, gare ho. That's not it, is it?
You sing Nisa 3 times. Those 3 Nisa.
3 times,
and
then
okay. Ho twice.
Okay. 3 and then 2. Okay. Nisa, 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 Gale ho, Gale ho, Nisa, 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 Nisa. Nisa, 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 fly away home, fly away home. And then you do it 4 times, and I did it twice, but the balance between us.
Sure, I love that.
My name is Josephine LaValle. My native name is Gagaista. My roots are from 6 Nations. Gagaista means I move it. I'm very happy to be here and happy that the lovely Jen is here and that together we are bringing our loving medicine to you. Our songs, some are old and some are new, and Jen is a teacher, and I'm happy to learn new songs from her as well and to share the songs that I have learned in the past 8-ish years. I learned a song earlier, actually. I'm not going to share what it is right now, but it calls to me, and I sang it a couple times for some friends, like just on Messenger, and it's very moving. You can feel the energy in it, and it's our intention of these songs as well. So if we have a song and it has the language or not the language and the vocables, it's also our intention besides what the song is, what we're thinking. So I like when Jen shares the Haudenosaunee Thanksgiving address, and for us to remember to have a good mind and a good heart as we do this, and being in the present moment to appreciate all that is. And when she was talking about giving thanks for the moon and each other as people and our journey here and the medicines and the food, we can also think of everything that isn't in that Thanksgiving address, such as family. And if somebody has went through a challenge such as cancer, we can be grateful that, you know, that person has battled that to still be here for whatever their life purpose is. And I was thinking of my rattle and how I was gifted this from Franklin McNaughton, and I bought a rattle from Lindley Green, 6 Nations, and it's a cowhorn rattle, and it happened to be the biggest one that he ever made, and I seen spirits in that rattle, and that's why I wanted it, not because of the size or the sound of it. That was just a bonus. And Franklin said, I really like your rattle, and maybe about 2 years later, I decided to trade with him, and I asked him if I could have a rattle that he made. So this is the rattle that he made. And maybe one day we could have him on the show and he can show his rattle. And he's I think it's the Mush Hole Singers. He's a great singer. So I'm very happy and grateful that I have this. And part of the reason why I love the rattle, besides the drum, is that what I had learned was that we use the rattle when we sing water songs. It's not that you can't use a drum, you most certainly can. And like I was saying, it's your intention. So if you didn't have a rattle when you sing a water song, it's okay. But typically, I like to use a rattle when we sing the water songs, and that's about it for that. Take it away, Jen.
Did you want to sing the wolf song next, or do you want to do that at the end?
Oh, now they know what it is. we're going to keep them in suspense. We'll do that one at the end. And is there anything that you wanted to anything that's coming to you intuitively of something that we want to talk about? I know one thing did come to me about the moon when you mentioned that the moon, full moon, is coming up. Grandmother Renee had said 3 days before and 3 days after. Not necessarily that there's chaos, but to be mindful, like aware of those different energies. So when people might be like short with us or driving, especially this time of the year, sometimes people forget how to live in a good way as they're rushing point A to point B. So it's more important for us to be present when people may not be the best version of themselves, including us, and to be mindful of those different energies that are around us at this time, and to try our best to keep that good mind and good heart. So 3 days before would put us at tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday before the Monday, and then 3 days after the full moon. Just not even like a caution or warning, but more like just to pay attention more of everything, and especially to be more in nature and making sure that we're saying thank you and I love you to the water and our good teachings.
Yeah, I also was going to say that it's the little spirit moon coming up. And this is the moon, as it grows in power, it's about our own healing. And a lot of the teachings of this moon are around thinking about the experiences that we already have and kind of going within and seeing the lessons that we have already learned, or the struggles that we have gone through and how far we've come. And also, and then in that, be able to trust our intuition. Because sometimes we lose sight of what our gut is telling us because we're thinking about people pleasing, or we're running from here to there, or we have so many other concerns that we're not always connected to what we truly want. And maybe to take time in the next couple of days to think again about if you set an intention for at the new moon or this full moon coming up, and and maybe revisiting it as we grow into the full moon. I was thinking that I was thinking about the song "How Could Anyone," and this is not an Indigenous song per se. It was written by Libby Roderick in, I believe, the 1970s, and I did have it written down somewhere. And I really like this song because it reminds us of our sacredness and the idea that how could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? And even when I think about the moon, how she goes through all those phases and she's not always full, right? But we are always whole. Even though you might not see all the pieces of us, we are all there. And it doesn't matter. We're all in different phases. And how could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. And I find that when I sing that song, sometimes just to myself, I need those reminders, right? Of our sacredness and of our beauty, that we don't always hear those things, or maybe we hear them and we don't internalize them. We brush off compliments. I know I do. I accomplish something and I rush to the next thing without kind of sitting in that joy. I'm always moving. And so I thought I could sing that song tonight and share it with people.
I just wanted to add to that. And I'm so grateful that you mentioned intuition, because I do like to have a theme, and I go with the flow. And what came to me earlier that I'm remembering as you're speaking was that we learned a song years ago, Sky World. So I want to sing that tonight. I don't know the language, and that's okay, because part of this experience here as a human is death, and we all grieve. And when you talk about like that self-love and nurturing ourselves and singing to yourself, it's really important, because to honor yourself and see yourself as sacred. And it's even in the sadness and the suffering that, you know, we can show our vulnerability. So when I have drum circles, I'm not afraid to tell the stories of the like things, really bad things that have happened to me, because I think when I share that, and the elders have told me that there's great healing that happens when I share my story, because I questioned it. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to share that because it's traumatic. But when I want to share it, and I do, and people can identify with that, then it shows, you know, that vulnerability, and that you can overcome a lot and still shine your light. You can heal from the most horrible things that happen to a human being and still rise above it like that phoenix, right? And you can review the past and not relive it, because when you speak it and you vent it, and whether it's therapy or those conversations with a friend, then you're releasing those trapped emotions, and it doesn't manifest into physical illness. And you're able to like have a natural ebb and flow of the energy, like within and without, like us and in nature and in this etheric field, being mind, body, spirit. So, and step out of victimhood eventually into empowerment. So when you talk about singing to yourself, it's so important, and not to just brush off, I did this, to have that deep appreciation for yourself. And it's not egotistical, it's beautiful. But society will teach us not to be self-centered and full of ourselves and kind of like a narcissist. And it's not that, because when you live a life of feeling unworthy and ugly and whatever, that critical mind, that monkey mind, says those mean things to yourself, and then you get to a place of knowing your value and your worth and shining your light and being the good medicine that we are in this moment right now, that appreciation that you have for yourself. And I think we touched upon this last time. It's beautiful, because just to look at yourself and see the wonderful person that you are, you don't have to be doing a live and drumming. It's just, you know, giving that coffee to that homeless guy, or telling somebody that they look really nice in that sweater. And those things will sit with them for a really long time. So it's really important to give those compliments and be kind to each other, starting with ourselves. So without further ado, let's hear this. And
before I remember my notes. This song was written in 1988, and Lady Diana wore it on a t-shirt at the gym, the words to this song. That's pretty cool. But also it's about making peace with the past, which is just what you talked about, right? It's making peace with the past. And when you share your stories, it allows other people to also express themselves, right? And share their stories. And then they don't feel as alone, because so many of us go through the same things, but we don't share that all the time. So there's a lot of power in that. All right. So how could anyone, here we go. How could anyone ever tell you you were any notice that your loving is a miracle. How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. There you go.
Beautiful. Sherry and myself learned that song from Jen maybe 3 years ago.
Probably.
Could it even be 4? And she has sang that, and I have sang that. We've sang that together in drum circles, and I think it was about 3 weeks ago at the Native Center. Sherry felt the urge to sing it, and then I'm like, you and you and you and you come in the middle, and they're like, what are you doing? And then we did the drumming how you taught us, and then we're like, mine, yours, mine, yours, mine, yours.
You're so good.
Yeah, you're so good. You taught us. And the first time that I learned that, of course, I bawled because, like, we forget. And we don't need to have that acceptance from anybody but ourselves. So, it's the one girl was crying, the other one was crying, and that was a message that they needed to hear that night, is that they are beautiful, they are whole, they are complete, they are worthy. So thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Okay, so I will sing Sky World, and then I also have the Wolf song, and then if you have another song or two, we're at 23 minutes, so we'll try to keep it at like 35 minutes and not to go past 45, because I think between 30 and 45 is perfect. So like I was saying earlier, if anybody wants to just think about those loved ones that have passed, it's a good song because it's kind of gives a little bit of peace and comfort. My mother passed away a long time ago when I was 8. And even though it was a long time ago, sometimes it'll hit me like it just happened. So grieving, there's no time limit. For myself, it's a life sentence, and it doesn't become easier. For example, when I went to Toronto yesterday for a drum circle, I passed by where she died and then on the way back home. But sometimes a random song will come on the radio with direct messages from her, not the radio, but like on my playlist. And that connection to the spirit world, they can hear us, they can see us, and they are guiding us. We just need to stop the mind to hear them. So that's not just a Native thing. That's for all people that have that connection. And my mother is guiding me. A lot of people that I've lost are, I don't want to say more powerful on the other side, but it brings me comfort that she's there whenever I need. And I'm going to sing the Sky World song. Like I said earlier, I don't know the language, but it's by Bear Fox. So if you want to look it up on YouTube, it's okay to cry and grieve. And, we all go through suffering together. Unfortunately, that's part of this. But, hopefully Jen and I can bring some peace and comfort to you when we do go through these hard times. Let's put our minds together as one and remember those who have passed on to the sky world. Their life duties are complete. They are living peacefully in the sky world. In the sky world. Ayo-ho-way-ah, anayo-ho-way-ah, hey-oh, hayo-hayo-ho-way-ah, anayo-ho-way-ah, hey. Ayo-hayo-ho-way-ah, anayo-hayo-ho-way-ah, yo-ho-way-ah, way-hanayo-ho-way-ah, hey. Let's put our minds together as one and remember those who have passed on to the sky world. They will never be forgotten. No more pain, no more suffering in the sky world. In the sky world. Hayo-ho-way-ah, anayo-ho-way-ah, hey-oh, hayo-hayo-ho-way-ah, anayo-ho-way-ah, hey. Hayo-hayo-ho-way-ah, anayo-hayo-ho-way-ah, yo-ho-way-ah, way-hanayo-ho-way-ah, hey. They will never be forgotten. No more pain, no more suffering in the sky world. In the sky world. Okay, so one day I will learn the language, but for now, it's English. Did you want to share anything about the transition, or do you want to move on to like the next song or topic?
I think we could move on. I do a session for a hospice in Peel called Hospice Mississauga, and I do an online workshop called Music is Medicine. And the hospice is for people who are, getting ready to pass on, but also many people who are bereaved and grieving. And so I talk a lot about how music can touch the wounds that other medicines can't heal, right? There's a lot of wounds that we don't see and that other modalities can't work on, but music can heal those things or give us lightness, help us meditate on something different and bring us perhaps to a calmer place or just help us bring us peace. So thank you for sharing that song.
Welcome. I trusted the intuition, and a good thing you said intuition because I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to share that. Do you have a song, Jen? And then I'll do.
I think you could probably do yours because we're almost at the end, anyways.
You come on, you got one. You're a music teacher. Anything.
We have so many songs. Maybe I could do On Dion.
Okay. I love that one.
That song is means home. And I believe Brenda McIntyre is credited with that song. Mm-hmm. She's a beautiful singer, a medicine song, healing woman. And it means home. I'm trying to think of any other teachings around that song. Let me see if I have it here.
For myself, when I sing that, and thank you for teaching Sherry and myself that extra part that we didn't know about. For myself, I think about me as a spirit having a human experience for a few winters here, and then going back to Creator and all the ones that have went to spirit world, and that being the original home, whatever, in the stars. So when I'm singing that, for me, it just brings such peace and harmony. And I love it when I sing it with you in person, because like you taught me how to harmonize. It's beautiful.
And the other teaching I have around that is that it honors the strength of women and Mother Earth. Because I think for a lot of people, as the women, as the matriarchs of our families, we're often the home, right? When people come home, it's often to us. And so we create that, or we can, if we have that privilege, to create that space of home for people. So, but I love that idea of home as our going back after those winters as well. That's really powerful. All right. Hey, away, hi, oh, hey, away, hi, oh, hey, away, away, hi, oh, hey, away, oh, away, hi, oh, away, oh, hi, away, on, hey, away, away, hi, hey, away, away, hi, oh, way, oh, hi, oh, way, on, hey, away, hi, oh, hey, away, hi, oh, hey, away, away, hi, hey, away, oh, away, hi, oh, way, oh, hi, oh, way, on, hey, away, away, hi, hey, away, oh, away, hi, oh, way, oh, hi, oh, way, on, hey, away, hi, oh, hey, away, hi, oh, hey, away, away, hi, hey, away, oh, away, hi, oh, way, oh, hi, oh, hey, and hey, away, away, hi, hey, away, oh, away, hi, oh, way, oh, hi, oh, way, and hey, away, hi, oh, hey, away, hi, oh, hey, away, away, hi, hey, away, oh, away, hi, oh, way, oh, hi, oh, way, and hey, away, away, hi, hey, away, oh, away, hi, oh, way, oh, hi, oh, way, and
Thank you, Jen. That was Home by Brenda McIntyre. Then I will close off with the Wolf song that I just learned. And I think Andrea, were you able to send it to her so she could put it up? If not, we can do it next week or in 2 weeks when we're back on. Did she get it?
I did send it to her, but it was a bit late, so I'm not sure.
Oh, she said nope. That's okay. Sorry, I got a little bit of coffee on it. And I think Jody's going to come on at the end, share a couple words. So anybody who's watching this on their phone, you can just screenshot that. I'm going to go closer. If you also want to, I think it's the Red Shadow Singers on YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with this. And my friend had said to me that the wolf represents humility and we are all equal and material stuff doesn't need to get in the way. So I love that. So I just learned it. So I knew like the vocables, but not the words. Okay. best. And as you could tell, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold. So I did my best.
You sounded great. I have sung that before with people, but I don't. Thank you for sharing the words. Now I can write them out. So
Would you like to, do you know it to sing it?
No, but
Do you
I'll
want
work
to practice
on
it and then sing it for the next time?
Yes, I will practice it and sing it for next time. And because I have your screenshot of the words.
Okay.
And I know the tune now, so I remember I've got that one.
So when my voice is better, I really want to belt that out, because when like we have the soft, gentle songs, and then we have those little fiery songs when we just want to expel some energy. So I just want to be like super loud sometimes, but not tonight. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Till next time.
Yes, thank you everybody. Grandmother's Voice. We have a bazaar that we're doing this Saturday. There we go.
Wow.
This way. In Oakville. It's at St. Paul's. It's a partnership with St. Paul's United Church. So join us. Come on out. There's going to be some residential school survivors from the Mohawk Village as well, and a Sacred Fire, and lots of vendors. And there'll be quite a few of us there. And I believe on Monday night, we'll be having a full moon ceremony, probably outside there, possibly our last one before the snow comes. And maybe we'll take it indoors after. So miigwech everyone for tuning in. And miigwech Josie for sharing this space with us and sharing your beautiful voice. So nice to see you again.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Andrea, and everybody that's a part of Grandmother's Voice. Thank you for tuning in, and we will probably be back in 2 Thursdays from now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Amapi, bye.